Welcome back, friends, to the Castro Valley News live show. My name is Roberto. It says it right here. I apologize for my tardiness. Facebook is the Facebook Live interface here having some connection issues, but I am glad that that has been rectified and we can go live tonight. Again, my name is Roberto. This is the Castro Valley News live show. This is the show that we do live, obviously. Sorry. Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. It's kind of a cool way for us to talk about things that are on our minds, things that are happening in the community, things that are important to us. We start every episode with the roll call, and good evening to Kathy. Kathy's in the house. Tiffany is here as well. Bob is in the house. Good evening, Bob. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Barbara is with us as well. Again, every episode we start the show off with what we call the roll call. So listeners, viewers, they post up a comment, they say hello, and I give them a shout out. Dawn is in the house. Good evening, Dawn. Barbara just sent 500 stars. Barbara has sent stars 10 weeks in a row. Thank you so much, Barbara. You are awesome. Dennis is in the house. Dennis just sent 200 stars. Dennis has sent stars 21 weeks in a row. Thank you so much, Dennis. Rob is in the house. Good evening, Rob. Debbie is asking what happened yesterday about at 1 p.m. Fire trucks went up toward the golf course. I wish I could tell you, Debbie. I have no idea. If you had messaged me when it was happening, I could try to get some information for you. I will look at the Alameda County Fire app and see if I can find some information for you, Debbie. Just a FYI, when things are happening, it's best to message me immediately, so hopefully I can get some information for you guys. But Debbie, I think it's Debbie, send me an inbox message and I will try to get some information for you. Don says Bob is a heartthrob. Accurate, that's true. Mark is in the house. Good evening, Mark. Rob is in the house. Hello. Tiffany just sent 100 stars. Tiffany has sent stars 22 weeks in a row. Tiffany is the queen of stars, guys. Just trying to catch up with the comments here. Good evening, Paulette. Hope you're doing well. Kathy just sent 50 stars. Kathy has sent stars 5 weeks in a row. Thank you, Kathy. Jean is in the house. Good evening, Jean. Jean says she watched the parade online. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are doing well also, Jean. There you go. Paulette just sent 200 stars. Paulette has sent stars 20 weeks in a row. Thank you, Paulette. I'm just documenting the stars on a roll. Todd is in the house. Todd just sent 500 stars. Todd, it was good to see you today, my friend. Jose is back with us. Right on. Jose, welcome back, my friend. Jose just sent 100 stars. Thank you, Jose. It's good to see you. Maureen, welcome back. Maureen just sent 100 stars. Maureen has sent stars 8 weeks in a row. Debbie says, I think every fire truck in Castro Valley went up. So Debbie, send me the information via message, the time, and I'll see if I can find something for you. Hopefully there's something available. Don just sent 50 stars. Thank you, Don. You are awesome. Don has sent stars 7 weeks in a row. Don says it's a Stars Gala party. There you go. Mark says, saw you filming the parade but didn't want to disturb you. Awesome job. Mark, you wouldn't have been disturbing me. It would have been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much, Mark. Ross is in the house. Ross just sent 50 stars. Ross has sent stars 11 weeks in a row. worth making note of. I'll give this information to you. There's an icon you can click right here. You purchase stars. You can send them to your favorite live content creators on Facebook. Could be Castro Valley News, could be whoever. The cool thing is the money that you spend to purchase those stars goes directly to those live content creators on Facebook. The money goes directly to us. I've seen the invoices. It's a super cool thing that Meta Facebook, whoever they are this week, has set up for live content creators to get some monetary love from their viewers. And thank you to everyone who sends stars. You guys are awesome. Ross says, Don is the Don. Don is the man. In return, Don says, Ross is a boss. I think you are all awesome. I think you all deserve amazing, affectionate nicknames. But that's just my humble opinion. You guys are awesome. I'm going to pull some stuff out of order on the list today. Let's just start right here. Somebody just sent stars. Let me acknowledge Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia just sent 200 stars. She has sent stars 6 weeks in a row. Aloha to you, Cynthia. You are awesome. I'm going to take something out of order on the list tonight. Barbara says, how about those Warriors? There you go. Wow. They're kicking some tail, aren't they? Dennis says, nice Facebook Live coverage today at the parade. Thank you, Dennis. You are awesome. And I just wanted to mention how much fun and enjoyable it was to be out there doing a live stream of the parade today. I wore my mask. I know I don't want to get into the third rail situation when it comes to people wearing masks, people not wearing masks. I saw a lot of people not wearing masks. But the event overall, upside, left side, center side, bottom side, it was all, the event was a blast. I had such a good time live streaming the rodeo parade. It was the first one in a couple of years due to the pandemic, and it was just it was nice to be out in the beautiful weather, in the sun, seeing the community enjoying each other and the community itself. It was awesome. It was a blast to be out there. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. If you missed it, we did. There's an entire video. It's probably like over an hour long. It was a live stream of the entire parade. I got as much. I think I got everything. I didn't miss any floats. I didn't miss any of the entries. Some amazing entries. The ones that I really appreciate the most are the local sports teams. What was the other ones that I really like are the equestrian entries are fun. The Mexican horsemanship is amazing. There were some young ladies who were going in a circle on their horses, and there was a young man who was doing the lasso. Amazing stuff. Don says, Classy Canine Wiggle Rump's float was epic. It was. I was a tad surprised that they didn't win an award. But overall, it was just a blast. Paulette says, we were walking in the parade. Wish we'd seen you. I missed Paulette. What entry were you in, Paulette? I'm bummed that I missed you too. And also, Paulette, thank you so much for tagging Austin, Billy, Michelle, Nicolette, Rick, and Schnickolas. You are awesome, Paulette, but you know that. Bob says the Wiggle Rumps float was way cool. It was. It was awesome. It had music. It had people strolling with their doggos. There was bubbles. There was a plethora of dog-related songs that they were playing. So, okay, Paulette, you were with CV Pride. I saw CV Pride walk by. When CV Pride walked by, I was at the center of the street, and I was hoping maybe I could stay there and let the flag go over me, but I didn't want to be in the way of the entrance. Oh, how could I even forget? Randall says, it's good evening, Randall. Welcome to the show. Randall says it's a great community service to bring CV events into our home. Thanks. Thank you, Randall. Honestly, Randall, it's my pleasure. Seriously, it's my pleasure to go and live stream the events. Fall Festival, I'd usually do some live streaming from the Fall Festival. Of course, the parade. I like to do some live stuff from the car show. Of course, cruise night. I like to do some live stuff there. Chili cook-off. I've done some live streams there. There's just so many amazing events here in Castro Valley. The other thing that was so fun to see at the parade today was the Castro Valley High Band. All of the other school bands that came out and performed. It's one of the huge highlights of that overall event. So Paulette says she was on the opposite side with CV Pride. I'm just bummed that I missed you. I did see Austin. I didn't get to catch up to Austin and say hello to him, which I regret because I don't see Austin as much as I would like to. But yes, again, if you scroll on the page, we do have, I think it's over an hour of wonderful community pride and happiness with the first Rowell Ranch Rodeo Parade in a couple years. And a tip of my cap to the folks that organized that. There you go. Bob says Dublin Middle School band was remarkable. I think Dublin Middle School kind of outperformed Castro Valley High. I know it's not in the spirit of community pride or hometown pride, but I definitely think, like Bob said, Dublin Middle School, they brought it home. They brought it home. Mark, thank you for the 100 stars. You are awesome. Mark, thank you for the stars. Again, there's a little clicky icon thing here. You can purchase stars. You send them to your favorite live content creators. Could be Castro Valley News. Could be, I don't know. Could be Chris Rock. Could be anybody. It's cool to show love in a monetary way. There is a smidgen of your purchase price that goes to Meta Facebook. The majority of it goes to us. So, with that said, if you want to send stars, it's awesome. If you don't, I like it. We love you just the same. It's okay. The stars are wonderful. People sent stars during the live stream of the parade. It was awesome. And we were not even soliciting stars, and people sent them. It was awesome. Thank you guys. You were great. Another thing that I'm going to take out of order on the list right here is, it's here in exclamation marks. And wait, let me stop right now because Mom is in the house right there. Sorry, Mom. I know you texted, and there was a lag between my acknowledgement of your text. Mom says, "Hi, Castro Valley News. Thank you for the parade. You're welcome. It is my pleasure to bring you the parade." And there's Mom's message right on top of a wonderful, beautiful picture of my handsome boy, Hank. Yes, so I'm going to bring this out of order here. Today, Just Jean says, "Hello, Mom." Don says, "Mom, hello. Mom, I love you. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Hope you're staying cool. It's a bit balmy today. It's not hot, but it's a warm day." Barbara is saying, "Hi, Mom." And Paulette says, "Mom," with a lot of M's at the end. Meredith just sent 1,000 stars. Meredith has sent stars 9 weeks in a row. Thank you so much, Meredith. Bob is saying, "Hi, Mom." So I think I'm going to challenge anyone to match or beat Meredith's 1,000 stars. Have at it. If you guys are up to the challenge, go for it. But that's awesome. Thank you so much, Meredith. 1,000 stars. And Don just corrected me. He didn't say mom. He said mama with a bunch of M's. M-O-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-M-A. That might have been too many M's, but Mom, hi. I love you. Wow, 1,000 stars. Thank you, Meredith. You are awesome. And yes, today, before the parade even started, I was graced and pleased I finally met Bob. And Bob is a heartthrob. Bob is an awesome gentleman. It was way overdue, Bob, and thank you so much for approaching me. And I didn't recognize he was wearing a mask, so was I, but I didn't immediately recognize him. He was wearing glasses, but as soon as I heard his voice, I knew it was Bob. Barbara just sent 600 stars. Barbara has sent stars 10 weeks in a row. Thank you, Barbara. And again, there's an icon here. You can send stars. It's a cool way. They cost money, but it goes directly to the live content creators on Facebook of your choice. It could be Castro Valley News. It could be anyone. Bob says, couldn't miss the tattoos. They are very distinctive, and yes. Long overdue meeting Bob. Bob has been one of the many important, valued, appreciated supporters and participants in the show here. Bob is kind of a producer of the show. He's brought in guests. He mentions to friends to check out the show. He calls in. Bob really was a huge saving grace and amazing when we were discussing the passing of Hank. So thank you so much, Bob. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope to see you again on Cruise Night. Again, guys, Cruise Night is coming up August 27th. It's going to be 6 to 11 p.m. on Castro Valley Boulevard. It's going to be the first official Castro Valley News live family kind of hangout. There will be informational booths at the parking lot of Tire Choice next to Safeway. There will be Castro Valley CHP. There will be Alameda County Fire, Alameda County Sheriffs. There will be people from Eden Hospital. There will be other booths from first responders, hopefully. It's not a flea market. It's a community event where people can bring out their classic and exotic cars to cruise them, to actually drive them. A little bit. Good evening, Ronald. Welcome to the show. So glad you can join us, Ronald. Getting back to Cruise Night, August 27th, 6 to 11 p.m. We will be in the parking lot next to Safeway. It's in Tire Choice, I think it's called. And everyone listening is invited. It's a free event. There's no road closures. I will be there. I'd love to meet you guys. Come out and say hello. I'm pretty certain that the majority of the organizations will have freebies. CHP usually has giveaways. Alameda County Fire usually has giveaways. And the sheriffs probably will. Eden Hospital probably will as well. Rick is in the house. Welcome to the show, Rick. Hope you're doing well. Again, freebies, a fun night out, and we're hoping that this will promote folks to shop downtown. The past few cruise night events have definitely seen a lot of people, not just foot traffic passing by businesses, not just people kind of looking at businesses. The businesses that were open. I should preface that comment right there. The businesses that were actually open during the hours of Cruise Night were absolutely, utterly packed. Don Jose's was packed. Sherry's was packed. Ice Creamery was packed. Wen's Cafe. Shout out to Phil over at Misty is in the house. Misty just sent 1,000 stars. Wow. Misty, I think your float should have won today, but that's just my opinion. Misty not only sent 1,000, she's just sent 1,200. So there you go, Misty, 1,200. stars. Thank you so much, Misty. You are awesome. I honestly think Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps. I think the float was awesome. I think there should have been an award tossed your way. That's just my opinion. Michael is in the house. Good evening, Michael B. We've got Michael B and Michael S. Michael S says, "Hey everyone, the frogs are happy in the creek down by the library." I know it. They love the warm weather. Guys, if you're out later tonight before the sun goes down, take a stroll down by the library, the creek, the pathway that leads from the library over to the little park that's over on Norbridge. You will be treated to songs of the frogs in the creek. It's pretty awesome. It's beautiful. Michael B says, "Hi, Roberto. I'm at another party, this time with my foster sister at Lake Comanche." Michael, have a good time. I am glad you stopped in and threw a comment our way. You are awesome. Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps is asking who won. There was a beautiful classic Mustang that won. There was I'm drawing a blank. Maureen says Misty should have won. Misty, your entry was awesome. Let me see here. Mark is asking Michael B, how is the water level at Lake Comanche? That's a good question. Don says Misty's float won the OBA award. There you go. Don, I love you. You are awesome. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh man, before Misty blew me away with the 1,200 stars. I'm flabbergasted. We had Meredith send in 1,000 stars, and then Misty just came in and just said, here's 1,200. Misty, you are awesome. Misty says all the dogs were handmade by me. I was just, to be honest with you, Misty, I was just fixated on all the people walking their beautiful dogs. That was cool. That stole my heart because you guys know I'm a dog person, and it was cool. And the bubbles and the songs, Misty, you guys win the Castro Valley News Award if we have one. Michael S says Wiggle Rumps had the classiest cleanup crew. There you go. Michael B says, Mark, Lake Comanche is up a little and it looks good. And there you go. But no, guys, the entire parade there's a live stream, there's a video, you can check it out, it's free. Whatever you want to see. Tons of great. The Palomares Elementary won an award too because their float was the original school made out of wood on a trailer. It was cool. Lots of amazing entries. I gotta say, this is just like my parade goer's opinion. I think there weren't a lot of super creative floats entries like there usually is. Usually there's a lot of different, I think it was the Castro Valley baseball club. That was, okay, I'm going to retract that. They were creative as heck. I'm going to be quiet here. They were all creative as heck. Like I said, the Castro Valley Little League, their float, their entry was amazing. They had a backstop with it was like a scorecard at the back, a big scorecard like you would see at a baseball game. The Rowell Ranch Rodeo one was cool. Okay, I'm going to take it back. They were super creative entries. I'm sorry. I just wasted like 5 minutes of the show saying nothing was creative. It was awesome. They were all awesome. It's a blast. It's a blast every year. It hasn't been a blast for the past couple of years because it's been canceled. But it was fun. Let's see. Making sure I didn't miss anything pertinent. There you go. Bob says we want a One Bad Apple record float next year. There you go. Bob just mentioned something that I was going to mention too. I was actually going to make that topic, the Midway Giveaway question. Bob says, "Love the Boy Scouts who followed the equestrian units. They are the poop ninjas." Barbara says, "Who votes?" I believe it is people with Rotary and the Chamber of Commerce. If there's someone listening who has the exact answer, that would be appreciated. So yes, I met Bob today, and I am pleased. With that said, it is time for the Midway Giveaway. Cross that off the list. Yes, Bob. Gosh, it was nice to meet you. Don says he has a rotary phone. Yes, you do. I've seen it in your shop. I have 1 minute. Yeah. Bob says the Castro Valley Sanitary District 3Ps float was cool. And Don, Mike, DJ No Name, was driving the truck for the Castro Valley Sanitary District float. Michael S. says, "Oh, by the way, Mick J is going to be singing at the Castro Valley Farmers Market on Saturday." That's awesome. The other thing is today they postponed the Castro Valley Farmers Market for the parade. Just a blast. It was a beautiful day. It was a little bit warm, but it was nice. It was nice to be out there. I have no minutes, but I did want to mention this is important. It's your civic duty. It's your civic duty. Vote. Mine just came in yesterday, and I did it this morning. I am voting. I'm not voting on everything in here. Not that you asked. Why am I telling you what? I'm not. I don't usually vote on everything that is on the ballot, but there were a few things here that I definitely wanted to cast my vote on today, coming up. So there you go. With that said, let's get to the Midway Giveaway, friends, neighbors, folks, ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages. $20 to Blenzers. Delicious. If you've never been to Blenzers, go. Go now. Run. They have all sorts of blended drinks. They have smoothies. They do vegetable juice drinks. It's good stuff. And this is free, but you got to win. Barbara says she is an election worker for Alameda County. Thank you for your service, Barbara. And yes, the Midway Giveaway is something we do every episode, halfway through the show, give or take 10 or 15 minutes sometimes. It is my honor, it is my pleasure, it is my duty, it is something I love to do, to give away a gift certificate that I purchase from a local business. I love doing this because it allows me to go into a business that I may not usually go into and give them some money, spread some monetary love to our local business owners in Castro Valley. This is from Blenzers. There it is. The way that the Midway Giveaway works is there's a trivia question that I ask everyone listening and viewing. And the first person to provide the correct answer in the comments, in the thread of the comments, or text 510-331-9112 wins the gift certificate to Blenzers. They're doing well. I talked to the owner. Like everyone else, it's kind of peaks and valleys. They seem to do better when school is in session because they get a lot of foot traffic from the local schools. A lot of people from a lot of students from the high school come on down and they enjoy the wonderful stuff at Blenzers. They've been open a lot of years in Castro Valley. They used to be located in the village where Vitality Bowls is now, but they have wonderful smoothies, mixed drinks. They do juicing. That's turning into an advertisement for Blenzers. Before we get to the Midway Giveaway, I need to let you know tonight's sponsor for the Midway Giveaway is the It is brought to you by the re-elect Sheriff Greg Ahern 2022, and their message to you is: Sheriff Ahern is the experience we need to keep us safe with unprecedented violent crime, property crime, drug addiction, mental health, and homelessness. Sheriff Ahern has a proven plan to reduce crime and keep us safe. A vote for Sheriff Ahern means the prevention of crime by having a positive and viable law enforcement presence in the community. Sheriff Ahern will enforce the law and hold criminals accountable. Sheriff Ahern believes that evidence and realistic-based programs can reduce the cycle of incarceration and deter people from turning to crime. And finally, Sheriff Ahern wants to provide service to the community so that community members can rely on their sheriff's office to be an advocate for them, especially when they are victims of crime. Please vote for Sheriff Greg Ahern in the June 7th primary for Alameda County Sheriff. Greg Ahern has the experience to keep us safe. Thank you, Sheriff Ahern, for sponsoring the Midway Giveaway. And again, the gift cards are purchased by me, but if you are a business owner and you would like to sponsor the Midway Giveaway, that can happen. Shoot me an inbox message or text me. Let me know if you are a business owner and you would like to sponsor the Midway Giveaway. We can definitely make that happen and boost your signal here on Castro Valley News Live. With that said, $20 to Blenzers goes to the first person to provide the correct answer to the Midway Giveaway question via text or in the comments, wherever they may be. So I'll give you the number one more time: 510-331-9112, or post your answer in the thread. Ross is guessing Live Oak Island. No, the correct answer is Pete's Ace Hardware. No, it's not. But thank you, Ross. I appreciate your enthusiasm and your sense of humor, Ross. You are awesome. I love you, sir. $20 to Blenzers goes to the first person to provide the correct answer in the thread, wherever it's at, or texting 510-331-9112. Tonight's question is: what Castro Valley building was paid for through funds directly taxed on Castro Valley residents only? I believe it was with 3-cent tax, and this building was paid for by Castro Valley taxpayers. Again, 510-331-9112 is the text line for your answers, or in the thread. Don is the winner chicken dinner. The correct answer is the Castro Valley Library. The library on Redwood Road. I think it was 5960, somewhere around there. Regardless of that, the building was constructed in 1962 at a cost of $232,000. During the years of growth following the war, it became evident that Castro Valley had outgrown the old chicken coop library, which was located where Walgreens is now in the village. And in 1962, the new ultra-modern structure with a collection of 23,644 books took its place. That is the Redwood Road Library right here. I'm not giving you the middle finger. I'm doing this right here. Congratulations, Don. Winner chicken dinner. Congratulations, Don. And again, there are a number of questions and answers that I garner from this wonderful book. Someone is saying that Chrissy may have answered it first. I monitored this like a hawk. Dawn came in first, so Chrissy, you will get it next time. But anyways, this book is indispensable. This book is awesome. This is not an advertisement for this book. I just mention it every time I can because I love it. I have read it. I've read it cover to cover a number of times. My mom has read it cover to cover numerous times as well. If you like local history like I do, like my mom does, like I know Bob does, like Don does, this book is super, super cool, and it has a wealth of information. It's got 129 pages. I think Don posted that up a moment ago. It's only $19.99. This is not an advertisement for the book. I'm just letting you know that it's a cool resource for local history. Some of the Midway giveaway questions do come from here. Some of them do not. It is authored by a wonderful person who is our local historian. It is Lucille Lorge. Our moderator just posted up Castro Valley. It is Arcadia Publishing. It is, there you go. And also it is available at Books on B, our wonderful local independent bookstore located on B Street, owned and operated by the wonderful Renee Reddig. I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm probably not, but she is awesome. I've known Renee for a lot of years, when she worked at the bookstore across the street from where she's located now. You can find this book at arcadiapublishing.com. Again, this is not an ad. I'm just letting you know it's a super, super cool book. It's $19.95. It is $20 well spent because it is well written. There's wonderful pictures. There's a wealth of local history to be obtained in this book. Thank you, Lucille. Eric is in the house. Eric just sent 100 stars. Thank you, Eric. The cool thing about this gift certificate going to Don is I get to visit Don again, because I saw him just this last week. And Don is the owner of One Bad Apple Records on Castro Valley Boulevard, directly across the street from Pete's Ace Hardware. We're so lucky to have a independent record store in our midst. And I will see Don and deliver this week. Eileen is in the house. Eileen says, sorry, late tonight. Nope. Eileen, you are just in time to be awesome, and we are glad you joined us. Eileen just sent 100 stars. Eileen has sent stars 20 weeks in a row. And yes, One Bad Apple Records is next door to Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps. Someone is texting in saying that they said it before Dawn. I apologize. I'm watching this stuff like a hawk because there's been some disputes before. Dawn beat you by a hair. I was watching. I was listening. And I'm sorry that sometimes it comes down to seconds for the answer, and I apologize. But Don, I was watching here, and Don came in first. With that said, all right, we did the Midway giveaway. I actually remembered the sponsor. Guys, this is pretty exciting. I posted something about this yesterday. And make a mental note. Tie a little finger, tie a little finger around your finger. Tie a string around your finger. Castro Valley, we're going to get a new Hallmark store at the location of the former Hallmark store. After being closed since last April, Bill Saltzman was at the helm of the Merle's Hallmark store in the Village for 47 years. 47 years. That's one of the cool things that I love about our Castro Valley here, is there are so many businesses that have been open for so long. Pete's Ace Hardware, they've been open 95 years. Go to a community and find yourself a business that's been open 95 years. That's rare. It's rare and it's cool. And I was sad to see the closure of the Hallmark store in the Village. I think Bill just had a good run. And With that said, wherever Bill is, whatever he's doing, I hope he's enjoying his retirement. He has been, I knew Bill for a lot of years. He was a cool dude. He was an awesome guy. He cared a lot about our community, particularly the business community here in Castro Valley. With that said, Bill, happy retirement. I hope you're doing wonderfully. There will be a new Hallmark store opening where the former Hallmark store was in the village. Same location. The address is 3340 Village Drive. You know where the Hallmark store was. I don't need to tell you, but I'll give you the address one more time. 3340 Village Drive. It's going to be Mark's Card and Fine Gifts, and it is it's a limited liability company, DBA Hallmark, the lessee of said property. So there you go. It's going to be gifts and Hallmark cards right at the same location where Merle's Hallmark was before. And again, I hope I didn't sound like I was speaking out of turn with Bill Saltzman. He was an awesome dude. He was open 47 years. I think it was a great run for him. It was just time for him to retire, which is what he did. It was kind of interesting because, yes, Don says Bob is a heartthrob. He is. It was interesting because when Bill closed, he had mentioned to me that he could not find anyone who wanted to, I guess, purchase or lease the Hallmark name, because I think that's what you have to do when you're a franchisee or a lessee under the Hallmark umbrella. But someone came in, and someone is apparently interested in doing that. So I think that's so awesome, because that storefront had been empty for quite some time, and because it's such a huge footprint, it was iffy who would be interested in leasing that large footprint. And it's going to be Mark's Cards and Gifts. It's going to be a Hallmark store, which is cool. The village is getting leased up. The former Village Barbershop is going to be another barbershop. I can't think of the name of it. We posted something about it some time ago. But the village is one of those few locations that really serve as one of the few centers of our town. I think the village is the center of our town. We have many centers of our town here in Castro Valley. We've got the village. We've got the library. We're so lucky. I love that library. I was just there today. I was at the village today too. I rolled through, and we're so lucky to have these different locations that are just gems in the crown of Castro Valley. With that said, I gave you the info on the Hallmark store. We did the roll call. Let me give you, every episode I read off some of Mom's critiques from last episode. Hi, Mom. I love you. Don is asking, I wonder if they'll have knickknacks. My guess is yes. It sounds like it's going to be similar to what Merle's Hallmark was before. So I think they're going to have knickknacks, tchotchkes, gifts of all sundry items, Hallmark cards, wonderful stuff. You know, the closure of Merle's Hallmark was sad in general because I miss Bob. Bill, excuse me. Bob is right here. I miss Bob. I met him earlier, and I miss you already, Bob. I miss Bill. He was an awesome dude. I miss his staff. They were super friendly. I miss the wall of Christmas ornaments. Every Christmas, it was cool to see all of the new ornaments that are posted up. Hopefully, this new business person will have that wall as well. With that said, and stammering and stumbling over words aside, every episode I garner comments and critiques, compliments, things that I can improve upon last episode's show. Technically, yes, it was last week's show. Last episode was Tuesday. So these are observations that my mom has provided to me, things that I can improve upon, things that are great, things that aren't so great, from Tuesday's show. Mom's Critiques is what it's called. I love you, Mom. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Mom loves the new question segment. It's lots of fun. I love it as well. Thank you, Mom. Mom also says everyone on the show is always so supportive, generous, and kind. I love it. Jean says sending greeting cards is a lost art. I agree. Also, sending handwritten letters is a lost art. I'm kind of getting back into that because I think it's cool. I'm a bit of a throwback type person, so I've been sending greeting cards and handwritten letters to people that I know through the mail. It's cool. It feels good to just sit down there. Wherever you're at, sit down there, wherever you're at, just do it. Just write out a letter and send it over to your friend. Bob says we would buy a hockey player ornament every year from the Hallmark store. Hopefully you can do that tradition again. A tradition that I enjoyed at the Hallmark store is a couple years I would buy a Jack Sparrow ornament for my mom, and she's got 2 of them. And they are cute. They are fun. So that's Mom's Critiques. Cross that off. And let's just segue right into the segment that Mom likes. The new question segment is called I Thought You'd Never Ask. And the questions keep rolling in for these. The concept behind the I Thought You'd Never Ask is I set up an email address where you, the listeners, the viewers, can send in the questions that you have on your mind, because I know you've got questions. Barbara says, sending the grandkids holiday cards. I used to love getting a card in the mail when I was a little girl. I love getting I love getting mail. It is an affirmation that I exist. So I agree with you, Barbara. Yes, every greeting card that my mom has sent me for the past, over close to 10 years, I have a big bag of all of my mom's gift cards from other friends as well, people that are special to me. I keep them. I just can't throw them away. Maybe it's, I don't know. I just can't throw them away. They're special, so I keep them in a bag in my closet. Maybe one day, maybe one episode, I'll show you the bag, but it's in there. I love you, Mom. Yes, Jean says, them burning questions. Yes. The name of this is I Thought You'd Never Ask. And yes, I love this because there you go. Don says they can be gripes as well. You can send me your compliments, confessions, gripes, belly aches, grievances, whatever it is. You've got stuff on your mind. I read them anonymously. It's super cool. And I know people can be bashful. People can be shy. People can be troubled and worrisome that their question or comment that someone might say, why'd you ask that? Or what's your problem, Steve? Or something like that. This is a cool way. You can send me your questions, your comments, whatever, and they will be read and or discussed anonymously. I love this. It seems to be, yes, and send them to themburningquestions@gmail.com. Please write that down, make a note of it. In your small hours where you're thinking of things in Castro Valley and you have issues with XYZ, or you have a question about ABC, please send them to me. I love hearing these. I love getting these from you guys. Denise is in the house. Welcome to the show, Denise. I am so glad you joined us. Yes, I thought you'd never ask, and people are asking. I've got 2 more questions here. I love discussing them. Some of them get controversial. This second one is controversial. People are going to be frustrated about this topic. I'm just telling you, the second one, we get the controversial ones because it seems like people want to discuss these things and they don't want to post it up in the thread. They don't want to text me. I love it. Again, the email address is themburningquestions@gmail.com. It's kind of a long thing. It's a long email. Every other email option I tried was taken, and I apologize. But write it down. If you're laying in bed at 3 a.m. and you've got this burning question in your noggin, something about Castro Valley you want to ask, I want to hear it. I want to talk about it. themburningquestions@gmail.com. Send in your questions, your gripes, your compliments, your observations. We'll talk about them here. Some are controversial. Some are going to get people's blood a-boiling. Let's talk about it. Let's hash it out. Let's chop it up. Let's do it. The first question is, as a reporter, what are your favorite things or events to cover in Castro Valley? Prime example was today's parade. I love covering those things. I love talking to people who have positive stories. I love people who are makers of items. Our last magazine had a story. My friend Chet, wonderful Chet W. You're awesome, my friend. Chet, in his extra hours, he's always been a tinkerer. He's always been a creator. He's a cerebral person. He's in the IT world. He does information technology. He is making pens. He's turning pens on a lathe, making pens out of beautiful exotic wood, and I thought it would be a wonderful story to share with you guys. We did that in the last magazine. There's another gentleman that I'm doing an interview with. He is another woodworker. He makes spoons and other cool things. We'll have that in one of our next upcoming magazines. Those are the things that I really love to do. I love the positive features. One of the main stories that sticks in my mind. This goes back when I was with the Castro Valley Forum. There was a gentleman, his name was Sam, and he was a resident at Baywood Court, which is the senior residence area, which is over in the Baywood area off of Redwood near Trader Joe's behind there. Sam was he was an intellectual gentleman. He loved talking about politics. He loved talking about things that I thought about Castro Valley. But Sam grew in the Baywood Court garden. He grew like a 9-foot sunflower. And he gave me a call, and he was very humble, and he said, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I've grown this immense sunflower. I think you'd like to come and take a picture of it, or just come and look at it and talk to me. And I did, and I forged a friendship with Sam that lasted until the forum let me go, which was over 11 years ago. And I hadn't heard from Sam for a moment. But he was a wonderful person. He was a character. He loved talking politics. He loved talking about the power of positivity with humans, which I love hearing about and I love talking about. So those are my favorite things. Those are a few of my favorite things. Rainbows on. Anyways, I love covering positive things. I love telling stories about people and their craft, because when I see people that are passionate about the things that they do, that inspires me, because I'm passionate about the things that I do when it comes to whatever my craft is. So those are my favorite things. And when it comes to events, I love the parade. I love the fall festival. I love the light parade. I love what else? I love covering the car show. I love covering things that are kid related. One of the things that I used to do when I was with the forum was I would go to the honors that the chamber would give out, and they would give out student honors to students at every school. I love taking those photos and doing that for the forum. Tip of the cap to the forum. Continue your good work. Eileen says the parade video was absolutely great. I really enjoyed watching the parade. Thank you. Thank you, Eileen, for checking it out. And I need to backtrack, because when I was talking about the parade earlier, I forgot what I wanted to say, and now it's struck me like a bolt of lightning. I want to salute the volunteers with the Rotary Club. everyone who volunteered to make today's parade awesome. Mel Speed volunteered as well. You guys organized an amazing, wonderful event. I think the Chamber of Commerce was involved in that too. I might be wrong, but I know it was definitely the Rotary, the Castro Valley Rotary. You guys are awesome. You really came back in a big, amazing, and impressive way. The parade was awesome. So with that said, I have one more I thought you'd never ask question, and we're going to be going into overtime again tonight, which I'm okay with. Let me dramatically pause, because this is a controversial one. I think we're going to get some discussion on this one. And again, if you would like to send your question, gripe, complaint, comment, confession, whatever you got, I love the positive ones. Email them to themburningquestions@gmail.com. Anything that's on your mind, Castro Valley related or news related. I love hearing from you guys. I set this up because sometimes people are bashful and shy when they have questions or things that are on their mind. This is a cool way for you to send those over to me. We can talk about them. Bob says something that needs to be mentioned. Really good master of ceremonies at the parade. That is none other than Bruce Johnson, the former superintendent of Redwood Christian Schools. I've known Bruce for over 10 years. He is a gentleman. He is a sweetheart. He is an amazing fellow. It was a pleasure to see him today. It was a double whammy, because I got to meet Bob and talk to Bob and be awash in the glow of his wonderful personality. Then I saw Bruce Johnson, who I have not seen in at least 2 years. And like I said, Bruce is a generous, selfless, kind guy who cares so much about our community. Bruce, if you're listening, if you're watching, I love you, my friend. You are awesome, and you are definitely appreciated. So is Bob, by the way. The second I thought you'd never ask question, not really phrased in the form of a question, so we're kind of getting into the whole Jeopardy thing, because you have to phrase phrase your statement in the form of a question. This one came in simply as Castro Valley a city ? So I'm guessing the point of this question is incorporation of Castro Valley becoming a city. Again, the question, Castro Valley a city ? I guess the answer to that is that's going to be an uphill battle. I think we've spoken about incorporation before, Castro Valley cityhood. There's a LAFCO thing. They're looking at, they're doing preliminary studies into whether Castro Valley could be a city, whether it would be just Castro Valley, whether it would include Fairview, whether it would include San Lorenzo, whether it would include... There's a whole lot of stuff floating in the clouds with that thing. Nothing is set in stone. LAFCO is saying, we're thinking about doing this. What do you think? And there's a lot of people with opinions on this issue, rightfully so. There were 2 campaigns for incorporation, I think one in the 50s, another one in the 2000s. Both were voted down. So I think, since the question was very vague, I'm going to be very vague in my answer. Castro Valley, a city. Pros. The pros and cons. Pros, more local control. Con could be the potential of increased taxes. That may or may not be the truth, may not be accurate. I think the silver bullet, for the lack of a better term, with Castro Valley Incorporation is definitely going to be, is there a tax base that will actually support cityhood? And I think that's going to be super, super important. This study may find that out. This study may not find that out. So Castro, to the person who sent in the question, Castro Valley a city ? I think it's possible. Do I support it? I think it's way too early in the game to support it. My sentiment as a Castro Valley resident, I'd love to see more local control. I think some of the decisions made for Castro Valley are made on a different level by people who may not live here. But then that's the same thing that the other neighborhoods and areas in unincorporated Alameda County experience day to day. So we're not alone in that boat, in that pot, in that stew right there. Bob says I yes for Castro Valley, but many others say no. Elected Mac with some actual powers. Bob, I'm thinking out loud here. If we're going to have, I'm not certain if there's going to be people who are going to want to run for. Actually, you just answered my question. You just negated my complete concern there. So an elected Mac with some actual powers. If we're going to do that, why not have elected officials with actual powers? I'm not certain that Alameda County is going to allow or would be inclined to allow an elected Mac with actual binding decision-making powers. Because if they were to do that, then that's kind of cityhood a cityhood type thing right there. Ross says Bob for mayor. I would vote for Bob for mayor any day. Thank you, Ross. Yes. So Castro Valley, a city? Question mark. Yes and no. That's the end of I Thought You'd Never Ask. And again, there you go. Ross says Don for police chief. There you go. Yes. That is the end of tonight's I Thought You'd Never Ask segment. Please, if you have questions that you would like to ask, things that are on your mind that you think we should be discussing, we should be chewing, we should be shooting the breeze about, I want to hear them. They are coming in, and it's cool. They're coming in every week. That email address is themburningquestions@gmail.com. I definitely want to hear from you. Barbara brings up a good point. I would like to see Castro Valley taxes stay in Castro Valley instead of being dispersed to Alameda County. That is a good argument, a good point to come up. It is completely factual. The money that you spend in Castro Valley, the money that is spent in San Lorenzo, in unincorporated Fairview, in unincorporated Hayward, which is right next to Fairview as well, in Ashland, money that you spend in Ashland, that money goes into a big pot, a big budget for Alameda County. Your money does not stay where you live. So that's another thing to think of when it comes to incorporation, to cityhood. That is one of many things to take in consideration when it comes to cityhood. I don't have, I'm not taking a position. I see things on both sides of the fence. I think, again, the silver bullet is going to be proving that the numbers will crunch when it comes to maintaining all of our essential services. So hopefully this next LAFCO thing that might be coming up might prove that, might disprove that. You got to stay tuned. Again, if you have questions that you want asked, that you would like to send to me for us to discuss, and you see there's a lot of discussion on these topics. The thing Tuesday that came in about the canoe coming back, that prompted a lot of discussion. That is the goal of the show here, for us to talk about things that are happening in our community, things that are happening to us, things that affect our quality of life. That's one of the main things that I love to discuss. Maureen says, what is LAFCO? LAFCO. That is the local agency. Randall, help me here. It's the agency. I'm going to look it up right now. Let me see if I can do it without crashing the computer here. LAFCO is Local Agency Formation Commission. Maureen, that is what LAFCO is. And let me find this. I'm going to pull this website up for you, Maureen, and I'm going to share it. LAFCO is the Local Agency Formation Commission. I'm going to share the website here. It's lafco.org, so that you can edify yourself on what they are. But they are a local agency that looks into forming organizations, cityhood, things like that, definitely check out LAFCO. Sorry. Eileen says she's been thinking about pickles and French fries since Tuesday night. That's a joke about our conversation about the canoe. Again, Maureen, thank you for posting that question. I love that. There is a link that will give you some information on what LAFCO is. I did Mom's critiques. We did the questions. Yeah, well, we're at an hour and 6 minutes. Hey, since we discussed this wonderful book written by Lucille Lorge, our local historian, Lucille is awesome. This book is awesome. Since we're talking about Lucille, I'm going to let you know this Thursday there will be a new Castro Valley News magazine. I will be delivering these around town. They are free. They are chock full of local information and stories and cool stuff. I am honored. I am pleased. I am humbled in the presence of greatness on page one. None other than Lucille Lorge is on page one of our new magazine. I did a little interview with her about her passion for our local history, her interest in preserving it, her interest in us having a local museum for Castro Valley. Lucille is awesome. Check one out. We will definitely have these going out at local businesses around town Thursday. That is the show. Oh, let me mention this. One last thing. If you want one of these stickers, if you would like to have one of these wonderful vinyl Castro Valley News live stickers, send me an inbox message or text me 510-331-9112. Let me know your name and your address. Postage is on me, and I will send you one of these wonderful vinyl Castro Valley News live stickers. They look fantastic on the inside of your locker, on the bumper of your car. They look okay on the on your microphone here. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to everyone who sent stars. And I need to give the star honor roll here. What sheet did I write them down on? Thank you to Tiffany. Has sent stars 22, 23 weeks in a row. Dennis has sent stars 21, Paulette 20, Ross 11, Barbara 10. Thank you to Meredith, who sent 1,000 stars, and holy moly, Misty sent 1,200 stars. You guys are awesome. I have been Roberto. Thank you for your patience with my stammering and my stumbling. I will see you again on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Yes, one more time. We do the Castro Valley News live show on Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. Every episode, we give away a gift certificate Midway, and congratulations again to Don, who won this one. Thank you guys for being awesome. Have a wonderful Saturday night. And as always, when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. Thank you.